Aries, the person on your mind this week, how do they feel? What are their intentions? What are their actions? This will not resonate with everyone. Take what does, leave the rest. Switch the roles if you have to. The shoe doesn't fit. Don't force it. If it's too confusing, it's just not your reading. So, Aries, how does your person feel about you this week? What am I picking up on? We have the Star and we have the Five of Swords. It feels like your person, some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. Feels like your person wants to heal this situation. They want some type of renewal. They're feeling very optimistic about the future, but at the same time, it's almost like they're trying to be the bigger person. They're trying to look at the big picture, but they're having a hard time letting go of resentments, frustrations, things that keep coming back up with that Five of Swords. It's almost like this energy where they want peace and they want harmony with you, but at the same time, they're having a really hard time letting go of those things that they may have felt were those things that were unfair, or those things that frustrated them, or those things that I don't know why I'm getting some of you are dealing with someone who could have felt even belittled by you, and they're really having a hard time letting that go. Some of you are dealing with someone who they prefer to be alone at this time. Some of you are not even speaking. Strong Virgo energy. This is someone who is just maybe even it's maybe this new sense of hope and optimism and healing. It has more to do with them and with you. Aries, I feel like this person is trying to heal. They're trying to look for the light within them. I feel like there's just a lot of frustrations when it comes to you. What are their intentions? What is this person's intentions towards Aries? We have the Three of Wands. So this is someone who does want to come in. They're trying to figure a way out to, when, I don't feel like this person has completely closed the door, but they are keeping their distance. It's almost like they could also be waiting for you, Aries, waiting for you to reach out to them. Three of Wands talks about planning. It talks about looking out into the horizon, waiting for somebody to come back, or waiting to see how can I approach this situation. But it is a forward moving energy, even though it feels like right now everything could be at a standstill. For some of you, you may be at an actual distance. Distance may be a factor here. Let me see, why are the intentions? The Three of Wands, the Seven of Swords. I don't know why I'm getting Aries. Some of you are dealing with someone who feels like it's better to remain distant. They feel like if anybody comes back, it should be you. Somebody here, I feel like your person, Aries, feels like you need to come back and take accountability for your actions, because at this moment, I feel like this person is looking at you from the horizon, from the distance, and they're thinking like, wow, this person really, like, they were shady, they took advantage of me, they cheated on me, or they lied to me, or they did something unethical here. If anyone comes back, they need to come back. Like, this is someone who is not really taking any action. They're trying to just become their better self, their best self, but you are definitely heavily on their mind. um it's almost like this person may even have hopes of you coming back, taking accountability, admitting your wrongs, like trying to work this out, trying to get rid of all that negative behavior. But at the moment, it just feels like, they're kind of focusing on themselves. And maybe you're doing your own thing as well, Aries. So what actions is this person taking towards you? We have the Six of Swords. All right, so they're definitely, this is someone, Aries, that they're not taking any action at this time. But with the Six of Swords coming out of reverse, it's almost like they feel stuck. They're not moving forward. They're not moving back. This is someone who feels stuck. They're not doing anything. They're kind of like, it's literally like being in the middle of the ocean and just letting the waves kind of take you, and just really reflecting and not really knowing where you're going, but not really going back. And it's kind of like you're just riding out this wave. A lot of you are dealing with someone who could be very emotional, very even some, they may be depressed or having some type of a spiritual awakening at this time. I'm going to take this one because it's sticking out. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's almost like this person, Aries, are at a crossroads. It's like a part of them is still interested in you. It's like they're not, I don't feel like they're 100% done, but they've been through a lot, and they know they may need to focus on themselves, but they're still wanting you to take some type of accountability. That's what it feels like, Aries. Six of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this person, I feel like you destroyed their ego, their sense of self. I feel like This person could have felt on top of the world, and now they're almost like they're really going through it, Aries. I don't feel like they're feeling the most confident at this time with themselves and even with you. Let me get a, how do you feel about them? Let's take all these cards. How does the Aries feel about them? We have the Moon, the King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. Some of you, you're definitely, let me clarify a little bit. Why does Aries feel the Moon? What? Okay, a lot of cards wanted to come out. Definitely not taking all these. I feel like I need to take this one. The Moon and Tower. All right, Aries, you're definitely going through a lot of emotional turmoil. I feel like you are in the blues. Something definitely broke apart here. Something like completely like was destroyed here in regards to your feelings. A lot of you may be just focusing on your money. There's something about having a realization here though. Tell me about the Ace of Swords, the Star. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. It's interesting. The Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords. Aries, I feel like you want to rush towards this person. I feel like emotionally you're really everywhere right now. It feels very overwhelming at this time. I feel like a lot of you feel like this person has put up boundaries. Um, So even if you came in the right way, Aries, I feel like this is someone who wouldn't make it so easy for you to access them. I also feel like you had some type of like a spiritual download where this person has even like, if you weren't even spiritual or if you weren't really connected to energies or the divine or you didn't really understand those things, I feel like this person has awakened you or you've had some type of download where you're seeing the situation very differently. You feel the need to rush towards them. I almost feel like you are, if you're not in contact, you will be reaching out. You want to have some type of conversation. You're kind of ready for anything at this point because I feel like you're so overwhelmed with emotions here. Let me get what is or was the conflict? Also, with that Ace of Swords and the Star, there could have been some type of unexpected pregnancy here. Excuse me. What is or was the conflict? We had the Hierophant, a commitment, a structure, the routine. That was a conflict. I'm also, again, I'm seeing a pregnancy. I don't know if this is third party, this is with this person. That's not for everyone. But just being happy in a monogamous relationship here, I feel like that was the conflict. I feel like someone here may not be used to being questioned or having to take accountability or even the routine of it all. I feel like that was just something that someone was not it was not part of what they were used to. With the Hierophant, I'm also getting someone could be, I always look at this as someone could be very righteous, very stubborn energy. Let me clarify, why is the Hierophant the conflict? Strong Taurus energy, just too many cards. Tell me about the Hierophant. Tell me about the Hierophant spirit. Why is the Hierophant here? The Four of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the Four of Wands. For some of you, this is an energy of, all right, this could go a different way. Someone could have been in a marriage or was married, or someone was longing for this commitment, this moving on to the next level of commitment, proposal, like someone was waiting for that didn't happen, or it's showing up as a conflict. So the routine, the monogamous, the marriage, the contract, that didn't happen, or wasn't happening. So I am getting an energy of that was a conflict in this situation. All right, what would they say to you, especially if you're not in any contact? What would they say to you? Take it out as it resonates. Switch the roles if you have to. You're my favorite. You're the person I want to call when something good or bad happens. The first thought when I have news to share. You're my person. I'm afraid to contact you. All right, Aries, that is what I'm getting. Thank you for watching. Have a great week.